Hello everyone, I'm Anne-Marie Ridderhoff. I live in Holland and I am doing a primary element pour today, and it's going to be a 30 by 40, pretty big, and I have done one of these before and it looked very pretty because this is the one I did before. As you can see, all these beautiful shiny colors coming through. So I'm going to try to replicate this only on a bigger canvas. What I have is a lot of colors. I have mixed all these primary elements. Here we go. These are all the colors that I think go well together. I will name the colors. So we're going to start off with the blue flame. Then we have Guatemala green, Bolivian blue, Bayou blue, Ocean wave, African jade. Ooh, got the lid off there. The fern, pretty color. And stargazer, and we have Midori melon. So those are the colors I have here, and that's what's going to go into the pour. So what I did is I mixed all the primary elements, and of course we did that with the multi-surface acrylic paint, the Vivid Clear Drying Ultra Enamel. This is what's in this solution here, and I mixed it all up, and then just added, when everything was mixed, I added a little bit of water to get a little bit of a better consistency, so the colors have more chance of popping up through the acrylic paint. This is a mixture of Van Dyke brown, it's Winsor & Newton paint, and what I do is I warm the color with orange and yellow. So I put some Van Dyke brown, then a little bit of yellow, a little bit of orange, and then you get this beautiful chocolatey color. My Titan Buff is also a pre-mixed own mixture. This is Titan Buff with a little bit of titanium white, because I find it a little bit too dark, and that's why I lighten it up just a little bit. Then this is Winsor & Newton also, and it is called, it's a very pretty color, and a lot of people want to know what it is. It's from the Galeria series, and it's called Powder Blue, and it is a beautiful color, and it goes well with all these colors. So what I want to do now is I'm going to do two cups. Because this is a 30 by 40, 1 cup won't be enough, and I do like it that it goes over the sides, so that's why I'm making 2 cups to pour. So I'm going to start off with the Titan Buff, then the beautiful Powder Blue in both cups, and of course my beautiful chocolatey brown. That's it. Then before I start adding this, I'm gonna stir it like 1 time. See that? Just once. And I'm gonna do that with this one too, just to give it a little bit of movement, the colors together. Now I'm gonna start pouring in the primary elements, but I have to make sure that I divide it over 2 cups. It doesn't really matter if 1 cup has a little bit more than the other. That's no problem. There we go. Then some of that beautiful gold color. Not too much, because you don't want too much interaction with the blue. Then some of this. Just a little bit. And of course my Bayou Blue, because I love this color. This is just, you know, such a beautiful, beautiful color. When I have dreams of blue, this is the blue I dream about. So adding a little bit more of the Tides and Buff. A little bit more of the Powder Blue. Just to give it, you know, to separate them in the cup. Because I don't want all the primary elements on top of each other. And I always stir just before I put it in the cup, because I think that's better. There we go. Then I'd like some green, because I'm hoping that they're going to make some really beautiful dragonfly colors all by themselves. I did want to use a little bit of purple, but I restrained myself because I thought, you know, let's not do that. Just give this, give these colors their room to do their thing, because that's what they do. They mix, sort of mix together. That's my experience. So a little bit more of a paint color just to keep them separate. Then the Ocean Wave, kind of like this color too, almost as much as the Bayou Blue. And in this one, that's that. Then add a little bit of the Bayou Blue in here because I didn't have enough of the Ocean Wave. Then we're gonna come in with some green. That's that one. Then we have the kiwi left. I really like the kiwi. Then the really dark one. I was thinking of maybe not using a really dark color, but you know, for some contrast, I think it's better. Then I'm gonna put a layer of Titan Buff on top of that, and another swoosh of gold, and I'm keeping some gold to put on top of the pour. So I'm going to end it with this one, this beautiful color blue, and I'm hoping we have enough paint to do the pour. So I've used it all up. Well, not all of the darker one, but I'm sort of guessing that it might be better not to use all the dark pigments. Maybe a little splash though. Just a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Then I'm going to top it off with another tiny bit of Titan Buff. And a little bit of chocolatey brown. And then we're ready to flip that cup. Oops, there you go. I've got to get my rag. Clean my hands a little bit. So, now, let's see if you guys can... Someone told me that you could just flip the cup. Just take it like this and just flip it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm too scared. So let's just put it on top Ooh, got a little problem here. Gotta get my little plank. Where is it? Oh, yeah. I have lost my turning thing. Oh, here it is. See, what I normally do if I have two, I just put them on like this. Put them on some sort of a board. Then get my canvas. Put the canvas on top. And flip it over. There you go. You have to do this in a really fast and swift motion. And I'm going to pull that cup that way, this one that way, and then in the middle both pores will get together. So here we go. There they are. And I always make sure that I don't let the drip in the middle, because that ruins your pattern. And I am going to torch it right now. Just to warm up the paint just a bit and give it a chance to, you know, make some cells or whatever. Here we go. Now it's time to let this paint mix and do its thing. And making sure that not too much falls off straight away, because you don't want to waste too much paint. There we go, that's good. This is very, very pretty. So I need it to go over the sides, but I also want it to this is amazing. Really, it is amazing. I wish you could really see it up close. Well, you will in a minute. But I have to make sure it goes off the side. Wow. This is wow. This is just beautiful. Gonna have to do the sides a bit. Have to make sure everything is covered. But I don't want to lose the patterns on the sides, and that's something I think everyone should take care of. You know, you don't want to do this, because I'll show you in a bit how beautiful the sides are. Here everything is covered. Just a little bit on the corners. And I need a little bit of paint for this corner. That's it. Not more than that. So what I have now is a sort of a ocean theme. And this, for me, this is so beautiful. It is like shells on the inside of a shell. And this reminds me something of, you know, just underwater scene, something like that. So that is so pretty. So right now I'm going to try to give it a little bit more room to come to the top. As you can see, by popping these air bubbles, it also releases some of the color underneath. And that's what makes it so interesting. There we go. So instead of having like a really big space of nothing, you get something that, you know, pulls your eye to this bit where you see the Titan buff on top, and you see going straight through it, you see the metallics trying to come to the surface. So as you can see up here, because this is going to be moving, it's going to keep moving, and it's going to turn into something so beautiful. It's like when you get one of those little caterpillars that go in the cocoon, and they come out and look totally amazing as a butterfly. That's how this stuff works. So if you stand here, I could video this for a long time and speed it up, and you will see how this all changes and the colors mingle together and come to the surface. And well, I guess you know that I am totally overwhelmed with these primary elements. They are like nothing I know. You know, nothing comes even close to what these things do. It's beautiful. Okay, I'll get you guys down for a close-up, and maybe I can show you the sheen and the glitter. Let's see if I can do that. So this top bit, the whole bit, this is all primary elements. They are already on the surface. I'm just not sure if you can pick it up. Well, a little bit you can. Then all these little spots, as you can see, they're all primary elements that are pushing through, and that is beautiful. And then down here you see the little blue spots coming through. Here you see a really big blotch of beautiful blues pushing through the surface. So this is something else. This is really very pretty. Here you see the metallics. Sorry that you have the glare of the lights in there. See that? And it even pulled up some of that Van Dyke brown there. So if you look at it and then you look down here at the Van Dyke brown, it totally fits together. So let me put you guys back up. There we are. So I'll just let this do its own thing, and at the end of this video I will put a couple of images from over, I'd say about 2 or 3 hours. That's how long it takes before this stuff is stopped working. I'll show you that. So I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'd like to really thank Color Art for their pigments, because they are just amazing. And of course I want to thank Leslie. Leslie, you are a wizard with color, so I'd really like to thank you for making it possible that I can play with these pigments. So I'd say if you don't have these pigments, you gotta go really fast and get some, because these are amazing. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.